Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't phase, man. Choppers, replace land. This what happens when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life and then the ape in. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, from the back of the. I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, from the back of the. I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop out of morning. I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on these hoes. Yeah, her Rex on her. Yeah, B-Rex better calm down. Yeah, if you go around, come around. Yeah, whole squad. Yeah, squad goes on me. Yeah, make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah, Farrakhan gets for the trolls. Yeah, you can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dots in there. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag. About tag on. I got it in the bag now. Getting all type of cash. I'm a general true. I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like. Had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on these hoes. I had a in my shoulder.
You gotta picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasant's disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to Dustin? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. I seen a new ray alert. Gonna be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop out of morning. I had me some.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There goes Duke Johnson. A huge play there right off the bat. 62 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And Crosby puts it through, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And they will finally bring this one back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
11B.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's third down. On play action, Rodgers. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Rodgers again now. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Edelman. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not. And they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Rodgers to throw once more. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Now a play fake. Bortles. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Rodgers will try again on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Marcel Darius in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. They begin the drive with Johnson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Yeah, that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
31 yards there to first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here we go. 372. Lucy.
from the gun. It's Bortles. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Throwing now is Bortles. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. Now the Notre Dame man. This is Theo Riddick. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Theo Riddick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And
they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep and got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, 626.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Julian Edelman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Bortles. Out to the flat for Reddick. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now, what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing is Bortles. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marshawn Lynch as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he puts it through. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
11B. Hey.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Flush to his right, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37th. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And Crosby puts it through. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But
This is
we're
gonna do that?
I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, spread left. Spread left.
On play action, it's Bortles. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Oh, some strong running. That one goes for 36 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody that has that ability, they want them on their team.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
380. 380.
The pitch out to Lynch. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
On second down, Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now, it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On play action, now Bortles. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them. Likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game. But they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had its share of troubles in this one.
Rodgers now on first down. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Here's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a second down. On second down, here's Rodgers.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They come out here, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Aaron Rodgers taking it in. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. So it was second and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They start the drive with Lynch, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Bortles to throw on second down. They dump it off to Lynch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Mario Addison in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Shotgun now for Bortles. He hits Riddick underneath. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there at 22. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
He got 29 yards that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him for a loss of 5. Rodgers to throw on second down. Now he'll escape to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. The Rams on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now it's Rodgers throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. And they'll run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On the handoff, Lynch. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Mike 39, Lucy.
Handoff comes to Lynch. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Bortles. And able to find Garcon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Bortles going to look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Call it a gain of 5, fourth down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And Crosby puts it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Let's go. Hey.
Bortles going to throw here. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
I sound